Like I said before, you don't even need to see where Mario is going. You just know where he is.
I think he got it.
That blows my mind.
Perfect.
I'm pogged out of my mind, dude.
I heard a lot of good things about Bubzia's 16-star blindfolded run. We love our blindfolded gameplay. We've seen a lot of excellent players doing blindfolded runs, and I'm sure that this will be no different.
For those of you that don't know, while I'm not technically, like, you don't think of me as a speedrunner, I literally ran at SGDQ 2019. But so I wanted to check out the blindfolded run because it's going to be really cool. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Panda Global channel. We put out many great videos spanning all this different stuff. So do it. See, he's blindfolded, as you can see. He's literally wearing a blindfold.
Like, blindfolded runs are so much different because there's just some strats that you don't realize how much you need to be able to see the game to be able to do strats. That actually amazes me that they did it with that much, they're moving at like angles. See, he moves at an angle for a little bit amount of time, like moves to the right slightly there. Stuff like that probably takes an immense amount of practice to know just how long to press to the right for, because if he doesn't go far enough to the right, he just falls in the moat and runs dead, and like moves to the left right after the camera cutscene. Like right here, I noticed something. Right here, he must like hold a direction to always line up with that wall, so he's able to just hold forwards and make it to the door or something like that. And he knows like 2 long jumps makes it in. Yeah, and he just knows. So that's cool.
We're gonna
You know,
see maybe some of the
what's honestly crazy is that he even needs a setup for this. Like in a speed run, all you do is you just tap Mario Cam and you hold up and you can get to the door. But like there are little adjustments that are needed sometimes because he doesn't necessarily know which door he's going into. So that's kind of sick. Like even the tiniest little things in the castle that you think would be like very straightforward blindfolded, it still has to be like normalized and need a setup.
And okay, right at the start there as well, they do something with the camera, it looks like, that it makes it so the camera is exactly the same every single time they start a level, so they know exactly where it's facing. So I imagine he's just like holding forwards till he hears him hit the fence, yeah.
When he knows he's on the... Oh, interesting. Wait, how does he get in? Do you just damage clip through this? I've never seen this strat.
I've never actually seen this, but apparently they lock the camera, huh. That is cool. Okay, what do they do there? Locks the camera so it stays in the same place every time, of course. Get the consistency. Got it. And then... Oh, he waits and listens for the chain chomp, waits for it to move out of the way, and then probably just holds left. That is so cool. And missed it a little bit. He's trying to find it, but that's cool.
And then he's going to find the pole. But he misses the start. It's not a...
Like that right there. This didn't go as planned. So if you weren't prepared, this could just be a reset. But they have so many backups.
Big deal
Absurd.
usually.
Like that.
There we go. Nice.
Like he probably doesn't always have to do that, but he's like, okay, in case I miss it.
Back out. Magically grab it out of the wall.
And honestly, that's crazy. Wait a minute. What? Like how? That's crazy. It must be like either just an insane amount of practice, or they just count Mario's steps, or have some like music cue to do that. That's wild.
Yeah, because he this is so interesting. Is there just like a different setup? Oh my god.
But yeah, okay, so he grabbed the ledge there, does 2 punches to get an exact distance. Kicks the wall to get a perfect distance, and probably when he falls off the ledge here, it's in the perfect spot to do this clip through the wall. And he just knows that it's done right, so he can just hold down right here. And he gets it first try. Yeah, of course.
No way. Oh my god, punch. And then do the turn. Oh my god. I can't believe he was able to set that up.
He got it first try. That's awesome.
God damn.
So,
I want like I want to know how many hours he's put into these strats, because there's things like okay, run into a wall. Okay, it's easy to tell I'm at the wall, but for knowing when he like runs long enough
like that, we tend to call that normalization in blindfolded.
That's something that you would think is not that hard to do, but anytime I've tried to do any blindfolded stuff, it's incredibly hard to try and judge like where you actually are. When you're like trying to imagine the stage in your head and you're trying to do it, like I can't do any of these blindfolded at all.
But man, that's crazy right here. Like, just it's so simple. Simple things are so much more difficult. Like, he just knows when to turn. He's just done it enough where he's like, okay, I've taken either, you know, maybe one beat of the song if he's using like the song for audio cues, or maybe he's using like Mario's footsteps. He's like, all right, he's taken 7 footsteps. I turn right now. Like, what the heck? Probably goes to the fence so he knows that he's there. Yeah. And then just knows the angle. That's so cool. He's at already 3 stars in like 4.5 minutes. That's wild.
The level of dedication that you have to learn things blindfolded, especially like this, it makes sense in a game like, let's say, Punch-Out, which is still super difficult, but like, you don't like have to, there's no platforming. But like being a platformer in that's crazy. Also,
I wonder if they go to all the way to the top of the pole? Do they wait for the one up? Is that what they're doing? That's so cool. They wait for the one up, so the audio, and then they dive. Because they know they're high enough. That's clever.
Set you up for the exact right position to do the ground
pass to
him. Also, then before
no
the
way.
last ground pounds,
no way.
For the star. That's
oh my god, if he got that.
He's supposed to get right inside the star, but fortunately he's
that would have been absurd.
I imagine a lot of people probably put a ton of work into this. Like I imagine, you know, Bubsy is the runner right now. There's got to be a bunch of people that have worked on this whole thing to figure out like optimal strategies to actually make it a viable speedrun at a live event with like 100,000 people watching.
So quick note about another common strat in blindfolded, especially in Super Mario 64, is to use music.
The nice thing about going up that hill is the camera. He doesn't even have to change it. Like a lot of times in this game, you have to change the camera, but there's spots where the camera just moves for you. And right here, it moves like perfectly, so you can just kind of hold it straight up. But that's still like it'd be so easy to fall off the right side.
Music, making sure that he walks forward for like.
That was so good. That was so good.
I feel like one of the coolest things about blindfolded speedruns is because you don't need to see the game, you can just get stuff like this, where you can't even tell there's a star there. But I mean, you know, with a blindfold, there's a star there. You've played it enough. You can just pick it up.
There's no way he's gonna actually get the red coins. Oh, he's gonna get the bird. No! He missed. Is he gonna have to restart the level? Yeah, he has to restart the level. That sucks. He barely missed.
Okay, and strats like that, like I said, this one seems a little bit more inconsistent just because there's so many different things that can go wrong, like where the owl grabs you, like exactly, like they said they're counting owl flaps or whatever, like even missing it by half of a flap, you can, I mean, it's pretty precise. But he's got it now though, right? Yeah.
Cool strat where he just dives into the wall.
That's
and then
so
sick.
With this, the penguin moves in like a random direction every time, so I guess the dive is like big enough to grab the penguin almost 100% of the time.
And then this movement is again counted with the beats of the music.
Oh, he got like right in there too. Wow.
That's literally like their only audio cue that they can have is the music, which is absurd. Like obviously you can punch a wall here and there, but when you punch a wall, like it's very hard to tell what wall you're punching because you don't know which way the camera's facing necessarily. Like sometimes, there's some situations where that is the case, but using the music is really smart. I guess they do that a lot more than I thought. I think they. No, I don't know if they do that for Bowser 3.
Camera towards the stone.
And yeah, hits the wall to know exactly where to go. Gets into this corner so he knows exactly where he is. And then he probably like kicks the wall or something or does backflips. Never mind, he just walks down to the left, because that works.
Dude, I love the way that they're lining up, like their jumps to the stars.
You can hear him, like, right at the note of the song, he starts walking forward. So he must use the music for this one. And he times it. That's so cool. And he probably knows, like, when he hits a coin or hits a life or something, he knows exactly where he is. When he falls off there, he knows where he is. That is... This is so cool.
Because like how do you know you're at a wall how do you know you're in a corner? Those two actually have a different sound cue, so a wall is kind of like shh, shh, shh. And
that's absurd.
If you're
This one, I mean, these levels, you can't die at all. You can't make any mistakes. You gotta go all the way through them. It's like, if he makes one mistake, he has to go through the whole level again. That would be a nightmare. And, like, these Goombas are random. If he happens to hit one, he's just done. Messes up all of his movement, doesn't know where he is anymore.
I love this memorization. And then hold up. Nice. Love that.
I wonder what he paused there for. I wonder what that was. I wonder if that, like, locks the camera into place or something. I imagine that that's gotta be what it is.
Oh, I think this is one of those things where he wants to pause and have the perfect angle. Yeah, like an angle buffer. Even one slightly too far left or too far right would ruin him. Yeah, I think they do a fair amount of angle buffering. Angle buffer is basically just like, look at my controller, right? If I'm at resting, you know, position, and I want to go straight up, there's a chance that when I go up, I go slightly left, and then I find the notch, you know? Like, there's a notch there, but it's not like I can always snap right into the notch. But if I pause, go find the notch, then unpause, then it's like, okay, I know I'm going straight up. Yes, you also can angle buffer by pressing Z and then letting go of it, because Mario does like a little crouch thing and then he gets up. But I think pausing is probably around the same.
He even got the Goomba kill? That was sick. I love that.
Let's
usually
grab.
That one is to the left, but you can hear it coming and then you can just ground pound.
I wonder if that was a music thing. Knowing when to turn.
Usually that one is to the left, but you can hear it
That's so scary.
coming in.
Like, if he's just slightly off, he could just walk off the edge.
Okay, so he runs into Bowser and then gets the invincibility to go through him. Oh, he missed. That sucks. Wait, how did he... What? He just... Huh?
If you stand in his hitbox once, you can just press it again to grab him. This is so clever.
Turns out that for this fight, you can actually just drag Bowser slowly onto the bomb. The bomb is right at the side of the arena platform.
That's definitely, like, very consistent. I think that's why he did it. I wonder if because I know Nabori does the thing where he waits for the swishes, right?
Speaking of, we are closing in on...
Like, I feel like right there, it could have been so easily that he was rubbing on the other wall, but, I mean, I guess with the camera angle, like, he rubbed on this wall, but I feel like he could have very easily ended up rubbing on this one.
10,000.
That makes sense why he was giving that first wall so much love.
Anyways, this one I imagine you'd probably just know you'd do 3 long jumps or something. Because, yeah, but... and, like I said before, you don't even need to see where Mario is going. You just know where he is. It's so funny. Knows that yeah, again, just knows where the door is. Just don't even need to see, because you know. And he gets rhythm down. Does he get an exact... That's impressive.
And then if you go forward, you can probably wall jump off that wall to get up there. Yep. I'm scared. Okay. Oh, I was like, he's gonna fall. Dude, this is crazy.
That's the coolest thing about this run, I feel like, is definitely, like, the camera angles. They look so bad, but the way they work out makes it really consistent for him, because he knows exactly that the camera is going to be in that position every time. Even though it's bad, he knows that that's what it is, and that it's actually a good thing because it's consistently in that place.
Rather than jumping or triple jumping over this dune, he uses the box to go over the dune. You will not slide off with this box, this jumpy box. Couple jumps to the left, and you should be lined up perfectly.
How does he know? Dude, that's crazy. That's so... Oh, dude, there was so little room for error there.
Seems like he got lost for a moment there. He's like, where's the door?
There's 3 doors that he could have opened. I think it's understandably very confusing, because there's that other door that goes towards Vanish Cap. So I'm very interested to see how he recovers this.
This platform.
The one thing about being in the castle is you can't, like, pause and then quit out to get back to the beginning. So if you're, like, completely lost, you either have to, I don't know, reset the game. If you're in the castle and you're lost and you can't find a stage to, like, quit out.
Of lethal lava lands. But then he knows he's where he is because he recognizes that door.
I think it was the fall. The ledge, the platform fall.
Okay, no. I guess there's only one door that he could have gone into, so he kind of figured it out.
Dude, he has two... He has 2 health! That jump! Oh my god, dude. That's insane. That's so crazy.
And climbs up this. Interesting. Once he's at the top, that just lines it up for the next one with 1 camera turn. That's impressive. Damn. Okay. 15 stars. So now I think it's just he needs to do the major skips now with MIPS and stuff. Like he's lining himself up to get MIPS, yeah. So he can just hold forwards. And then once he hears MIPS go, he can catch it. That's impressive.
I'm sure this is something that goes wrong often. But if I had to guess, he's going off when MIPS starts making noise, but that like
Alright, we're at 50.
If he holds right for even like a frame longer, it's not gonna work. Or like a frame less, then he'd just be too far left. But I'm sure he has a backup for getting MIPS either way, but that's an insane grab.
Stars already.
So I imagine he walks forwards until he's sure he's in the corner. So he walks there for a while. He knows he's in the corner. And then once he's there... Okay, moves it back slightly. And then he probably like turns the camera a little bit, and that probably lines him up to the perfect spot.
I think he got it.
That blows my mind.
Perfect. Releasing.
Like you literally get no feedback at all. Like when MIPS is in your hand, you can't even rub walls. You can't like punch or anything. You just have to hope that everything's going well. Like I wonder how many times this goes wrong because of one little thing.
MIPS.
This is absurd.
Yeah, and he's doing sideways jumps because he doesn't move him forward. He's getting into that corner. He's gonna do the thing again where he drops him and picks him back up.
To click through here. This is a more recent strat that Nobori, current world record holder of the camera.
Holy.
The pawn kick against the pillar is totally
that was so good.
Just walk forward here.
That was so clean.
This one's got to be so tough because he has to get the star on the sub. And yeah, it seems like he kind of doesn't know where he is right now. With something like this, there's no audio cues to tell you where you are. And so if he gets turned around just a little bit, there's no way to know. Like, he probably thinks he's almost at the sub, and he's probably just gonna shake his head in, like a few seconds, I would guess. Or if he hits a coin. Like, he probably yeah, there. He knows he's in the wrong spot now, because there was a certain time where he was supposed to hit something. No.
He's gonna backflip across it. So smart.
This is actually, this looks laggier than this one, but this is actually the easier part of these.
That was so good.
I imagine the people that did this probably, I mean, I find stuff like this really fun where it's like a problem-solving puzzle or whatever, you know, it's solving a puzzle. Figure out how to get on the sub using a series of moves that are 100% consistent without being able to use the analog stick in any meaningful way other than holding in like a cardinal direction. I imagine he does the wait here. He waits for like a certain music cue to wait for the cycle on the falling and raising platforms. That's clever. So he knows that they're all going to be lifted up and he won't hit the lava when he gets there. That's cool that he knows exactly where to turn just by music cues or sound cues. He just knows what buttons to press. And I mean, you don't need to see where you're going when you're already blindfolded, right? So it just works. And he misses the cycle, so he probably waits for like a second music cue now.
That's not good. Unless you want. Do you want it to go down? I forget. He knew it was going down, so he was able to jump to the higher platform because of the downward momentum of the. Oh my god. But like, if you get lost at any point in this, you just lose. You just instantly lose. Like, he's laughing because he's messing up something. Oh god, okay. He was so close to falling off and it scared me.
And this one is not going to work the same as the last fight. There's got to be something that he does here that's way different. Is that just how it works? If you just sit there, does Bowser just let you hit? I wonder if he's holding a direction at this point, or if he just happens to land right inside Bowser. Does he let Bowser hit him now? That's impressive. Okay. So he probably went through like Bowser's tail hitbox or something. Like right here, he's in Bowser's tail hitbox or something. And then once he gets close to Bowser again, he's able to press the button to grab it.
I kind of want to try that. I feel like that's actually not too shabby. The cool thing about FighterZ is he literally, like, once you fall in, you don't have to do anything. This actually works perfectly. Like, from right here, you don't have to move your stick at all, and you'll end up, like, right on his tail.
Works the camera, and then the strats at the end is just the same. Dropping Bowser onto the bomb, just like that.
What is the tail hitbox? Explain tail storage? Oh, right. Yeah, okay, so for whatever reason, once you, like, pass Bowser's tail, you, like, have a grab stored for the next time you punch. But it only works if you and Bowser are facing the same direction. Because I think the game assumes that if you're grabbing Bowser's tail, then you're probably facing the same direction. Because you're, like, going from behind him. So the game's like, I don't really know why that's a thing. You think that there would just be, like, a box there that you just grab, but you also have to be in his radius. You have to be close to him. Like, you can't grab him from across the stage, but there's a pretty big range. But the reason that he waits is so that they're facing the same direction, and then it's basically stored.
Still, that doesn't answer how he's gonna do the final boss, because the final boss, you have to throw Bowser. How do you throw Bowser when you don't know where he is?
So what he's doing here is a strat called backwards long jumps. Basically, finding I have to say,
God, doing the backup for this every time sucks so much.
There's no way to know when your ass catches the stairs, so you just have to mash.
Yeah, normally with BLJs, since you can see Mario, the proper way to, like, make your BLJs more consistent is as soon as Mario's ass cheeks touch the stairs, that's when you need to tap A. If you don't, then you just have to get lucky and hope that you do tap A. So you just have to mash like an absolute fiend. Because there is a way to make that more consistent. That's how you do it. But since he can't see, obviously he just has to mash.
So pausing kind of fixes that issue if you just tilt the analog stick into another direction. After
and then he tries to get into the corner. He knows he's in the corner, and then he can do the final BLJ. Probably backflips to light up to the stairs or something. Backflips twice, messes with the camera to line himself up, can probably just hold directly right and jump all the way up. And I imagine this one, the camera's pretty nice. He probably just walks forwards and walks back. Yeah, just walks forwards. Make sure that he's all lined up with the camera. Waits for the camera to align, and then just does the BLJ. Oh, first try? And I think does he know he's up? Yeah, okay, he knows he's up. Just a backflip and hold down right. This level has got to be so difficult. It's so long, and the one thing that I can think about that would be a problem are those rotating platforms at the very end.
I mean, I wonder if that, like, you know, like, are the elevators in sync with the music? Like, if he misses, they aren't in sync. So, like, if you are off, it's rip. So you have to stay on, damn. You gotta be on rhythm for the entire stage. That's crazy.
For 3 hours.
Nice. And he goes to the top, of course. But these platforms are the ones that I'm really, like, how does he know about these platforms? Does he wait? There must be a music cue that he knows. Like, you can see his head counting. And it must go to, like, the rhythm of the music or something. That's so cool. And then he knows, yeah, and then he can just backflip again to get off. That's really cool. Uses the music. I wonder if it's like every section of the song, like he's memorized a bunch of different parts of the song that he can jump at. That must be it. That's crazy though.
And he's there. Going to the corner. He got the 1-up! I mean, that makes sense, because if you mess it, he doesn't want a game over once he gets here. Because now he has 2 chances. Or 3, I guess.
Mouse time, the final rounds. This is...
Let's go! Sub 40 pace!
The stats are totally different from the others. Oh, did he just... No, this is good.
Okay.
He just jumped, he thought he had the shockwaves.
Okay, he does the grab and release. He must use a music cue to know when to stop there. But how does he do this?
That's fine. That means that Bowser will run through you and you can grab his tail right away. Little rotation and you can...
It just looks like magic, dude. When he's doing the music, it's just like, it's so hard to comprehend. Remembering like all those audio cues, is that, I guess that's still like muscle memory, sort of, right? A bit, in a way. So you're like your ear muscles. He has so much stuff stored in his brain.
He lets himself get hit and then blows up. How do you do the last one? Because the last one, doesn't it go into the star?
He waits for Bowser to stomp, I think. Yeah, and he hears the stomp, he starts walking back, and then he knows when to dive. It's the whoosh sound. So he's probably getting like a good one. Oh, and he gets it first try. That's crazy.
Oh my god, he got it first try! I just want to see his reaction. Holy crap. That's I'm pogged out of my mind, dude.
He's a legend! In all the other blindfolded runs that I've seen, I mean, I haven't seen that many. I always saw them pause for that. I thought that you couldn't do it unpaused.
I'm not even watching this stream.
Good job, Bubsia. That was amazing. That was sick.
I mean, 39 minutes? My time when I did it, when I could see, wasn't much faster than that.
What a run. Oh my god. He literally only messed up, what, once on Bowser, and then the water stage? I think we're... Oh, and he messed up a couple more times, but like... That's crazy. He did so well. And that was Super Mario 64 with a blindfold 16-star. That's crazy. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, of course, don't forget to check out the runner, Bubsia, on their YouTuber Twitch. Please, that would be awesome. And yeah, we will see you all tomorrow.